Welcome back to the memes. That's Frank. I'm not the expert, and today we're playing some NFL Head Coach 09. My first time playing this game, I was kind of frustrated with it. You can't control your players, and it seems like a very long, grindy game with a bunch of meticulous tasks that aren't really too exciting. But the more and more I played into it, and the deeper you get into this game, it can be very rewarding. Of course, it is very frustrating to see your players make stupid mistakes that you would have easily avoided if you were controlling them as the user, but it makes it all the more rewarding when you see that dumb player develop and make a good play for once. You feel so proud as a coach. The team building is extremely deep and fun, and that's probably my favorite part about football games anyway, and to be able to see it all rendered out in an actual gameplay experience is good enough for me. There's a lot of cool features in this game. One, you can create your own play however you want, draw up the routes. Pretty much can do anything your imagination can conjure up. Can't promise it'll be good though. Looking at these old rosters too to decide which team I want to play with. Good old 99 Tom Brady, LT, one of my favorite players of all time. Big head Peyton Manning, Jared Allen, I remember him. Champ Bailey, though, I do remember. Carson Palmer, Ed Reed, Steve Smith, Randy Moss. Oh, look, I'm in the game. Good old Tony Romo. Feel very nostalgic for this era. I was like 12 years old, I think, about the time this game was released. So that's prime gaming eras and prime, like, interest in football, I guess. Because you have no job, school's not really a big deal. So you get to focus on your hobbies basically full time. I didn't play this one because it seemed way too complicated. But that's why we got this series. So that way I can do all the annoying, meticulous tasks and you get to watch all the fun stuff play out with me. And the best part of it, we don't have to watch my terrible reads play out. I can complain about our quarterback together. I was going to start a new career. I do not want to do an existing coach. Got to create me, you know? See, which roster do we want to do with? The Jets would be a fun one. Very weak. I feel like they've always been terrible since I've been alive. I think they won like one playoff game with like Mark Sanchez, and then I can't really remember much else. I like the little intro it gives for the team. The Packers turned into storybook year in 2007, but faced some serious questions heading into 2008. Fix the long-term situation at QB, get a solid running game working, and patch up the defense. Well, at this time, they had a young Aaron Rodgers, and they didn't realize he was going to be the long-term solution just yet. But yeah, I think they're going to be okay at quarterback. Panthers look like they have some serious issues, weak roster talent. Yeah, I definitely want to get a team that's very weak. Raiders finally showed some signs of life last year, but they're not out of the woods yet. The defense is talented, and Russell might be the QB of the future, but this team needs help on offense. And spoiler alert, he was not the QB of the future. I'm not going to do the Raiders because I just did it with the Tom Adamo fullback series, so we're going to do something else. We're not going to do the Washington football team. I'm good on that one. I'd like a team that's so bad that I can basically just rebuild the roster from the ground up. Titans are a decent team led by Vince Young and a swarming defense. Biggest needs for more talent on offense and in the secondary. They also need creativity in their play calling. So they got a weak roster, a fun QB in Vince Young, and they already have some defensive pieces that you could work with. That could be a fun team, but I don't know. I want to start lower than that. They were 10-6 last year. Vikings are led by a solid defense and Rookie of the Year Adrian Peterson. If you can build your team around these two things, upgrade the staff, and fix up the playbook, you'll be fine. Now that would be pretty fun. A young Adrian Peterson in his second year. Another one of my favorite running backs of all time. But then again, they have an average roster, so I think I'll move on from that. The Dolphins, they might be the worst team in the league. I know Mr. Hurricane started his career with the Dolphins in his Head Coach 09 series, so I'm going to choose a different team. I think the Jets could be an interesting team. Been a while since I've played with them. I live in New York now, so I feel like it just feels right. The Jets had a great run in 2006, but just seemed to collapse in 2007. They don't have a lot of talent on the roster, and you'll need to fix the QB situation soon. This team needs help. Now, oh boy do they. So now it's my chance to take the reins and try to make the Jets at least watchable. Holy crap, there's 165 coach faces in this game? How are you gonna have 165 coach faces in this game, but like 4 faces for your players in Madden? Straight up goofy, man. Well, besides the blue eyes, I think that actually looks relatively close to me, so I'm gonna go with that. Time for BigOleDrewski to start his career. I like the personality type. They have a ton of options here. Commander, Superstar, Traditionalist, Loyalist, Guru. Let's just start from the bottom. Ally. Loyal, dependable team player that can fit in wherever he goes. Yes, I want to be a head coach that just blends into the background. Or I could be a Titan. Tough as nails team player whose joy in life comes from crushing the competition. That sounds like fun. I do enjoy crushing people, especially when it's the competition. Anchor. Very relaxed individual who is patient and dependable as they come. No, I'm not very dependable, to be honest. Kind of chaotic. Virtuoso. Talented and dramatic person who makes even the most difficult tasks seem like a walk in the park. That has got to be the most opposite description of me possible. I make simple tasks the most complicated thing possible. Optimist, no. Lone wolf. An ambitious yet solitary person that enjoys change and will listen to anyone if the price is right. Yeah, you just buy me off. I feel like that's the most accurate description of me. Not sure how poorly that would affect my career though. I want to set myself up for success, not be fired in the first week. I'm gonna go with Commander. A driven individual that is team-oriented, dependable, and willing to take charge. charge. Now we get to select our skills and special skills for our coach. We have 50,000 skill points available. Holy moly, this is going to be a lot. But that's what I like about this game. There's a huge coaching tree. You got team chemistry, play calling, strategy, performance, physical development for your players. Then you got the intangibles, the learning development for I guess for play knowledge. Yeah, that's what it is. And if we go over the special skills, I think this is what I want to do the most. Yeah, these could be OP. You got to be balanced in a lot of things, and you don't really have a lot to spend at first. So you could do ambition, which is 20,000 skill points off the bat, which is insanely expensive, but you get a discount of 15% from here on out. Buy the discount one early off just so I can save myself some points later, even though I'm going to start off crappy. Now we save 750 points on each of these consecutive ones. It's a long-term investment, but it pays off way more if you do it at the beginning. Quarterback readiness skill increases quarterback's awareness and evasion of defenders. I feel like that'd be huge. Pocket presence and awareness would be massive for my quarterbacks. Go ahead and purchase that. Ooh, also finding the right reads. The last time I played this game, I had a huge problems with the run blocking game, so I need to invest in that heavily here. So we're going to go for run blocking discipline. We're going to spend a ton of here, and we're also going to put some into improved blocking. Players have an increased percentage of successfully blocking. It's an 8,500 skill point cost. Oh, I don't have the prerequisites. Dang, we're going to have to throw in more into pass blocking discipline. Fine. We're going to invest a lot. We need to have good blocking on this team. It just won't work without it. Because my first playthrough, I tried to do speed and stuff, but I didn't notice anything specifically different. And speed is not as big of a thing as you would think, as if you were controlling it. Technique and stuff is way more important, which is kind of nice because I feel like that's way more important in actual football. So now we spend all our things on game day bonuses, but we have nothing yet into development stuff for our players. These are relatively cheap at 2,000 points though for the first tier, and it gets all the way up to I think 5,000 for the top tier. Well, if we're going to keep going all in on that, I think we need performance, which is going to cost us 3,000 right here, 5,000 left. The next one is 5,000 G's. So we're not going to be able to get it up to level 5 yet. I'm also going to add a point into play calling. I've never gone down this path before, but I'm intrigued to see how it affects the whole process. Is there another special skill we could get? Game film analysis increases intangible player stats, which impact the ability to assess the situation on the field and remain aware of opponents' maneuvering. That could be interesting. So I'm going to try this out. Yeah, we're going to invest in that, and we're going to have some skill points left over. 775. Not enough to buy anything right now. My overall skill right now is 13. That is abysmal, but I'm a brand new head coach for the New York Jets. Clearly, they did not have any better options. Or maybe they did, and they just jetsed it up and chose the worst available coach they could. I'm lower than Adam Gase right now. Choose the default playbook unless you want them to relearn everything. Well, sorry, we're gonna have them to relearn everything. You're gonna have to throw out the crappy playbook. See, if I was just playing for fun and I was controlling it, I'd probably do a spread option, but I'm not sure how well it would work with a lot of the players in this game. I don't think scrambling QBs will be able to get it done. McDaniels plays, so this would be built around, I guess, for the Patriots for Tom Brady. That could be interesting. 31 rushing plays, 73 passing plays. I'm fine with leaving the defensive playbook the same, so that way the offense has to learn a new playbook, but the defense, it could be okay. I do want a balanced attack. I feel like a John Gruden one could be good. It's got a good balance, 75 passing plays, 43 running plays. A little spider 2-wide banana action, that could be good. So we're going to start in the offseason and not the preseason, so that way we can do the scouting combine and the draft. That's the most fun part about these games. You'll finish setting up your career. Good luck, coach. You're going to need it. What's nice about this game is they do use a real draft class from 2008. So you got Matt Ryan as the top player, but it says he's overrated. Josh Johnson from San Diego, considered one of the sleepers. Ray Rice is in this draft. Good lord. Jonathan Stewart from Oregon as well. 5-star wide receiver class. 2-star tight end class, weak offensive line class, okay defensive end class, 4-star defensive tackles, 5-star for corners. Here's where you modify your team's philosophy. Yeah, I want to be able to hire all my coaches if possible. Draft trade philosophy. I like trading down, getting more picks, because hopefully we can outmaneuver the rest of the teams and get some good players later in the draft. I'm actually not going to do a lot of trading in this game because I remember it being kind of difficult. Trading philosophy. Let's go normal. Let's just leave it all neutral right now. So for the draft philosophy, you can either draft the best available players or draft the biggest team needs. I like to do the best available, and you can find the team needs later. Don't want to miss a star player just because you're trying to fill that tight end need, Don't think I'm able to replace any of my coordinators or coaches in this first season, but I think you can in the next offseason. For quarterbacks, we're looking for a pure passer. If I was going to be able to control the players, it would be really fun to have a scrambling guy, but you never know with the AI, especially in these Madden games, so we're going to keep it simple on them. Keep them in the pocket. Hopefully you can get it done there. We're going to go with balanced halfback philosophy. For fullback, we're going to keep it at blocking because that's probably what they're going to do the most, but definitely expect some fullback dives in this career mode mode. I love to do it. Wide receiver, quick/route runner, basic. Let's go with quick/route runner. Speed is important, but it's nowhere near as important as route running or catching. I'm not sure what a playmaker tight end even means, but sign me up. From our guard philosophy, I guess we want to keep them as run blocking specialists. We'll just leave the center balance. Tackling, I want them to be pass blocking specialists. I know it's kind of weird to have them diversified, but hopefully it works out for me. The defensive philosophies are the ones I struggle with most, but I guess we're going to stick with the Jets 3-4, so we're going to build around that, I suppose. Leave it as versatile 3-4. So we're going to have 4 defensive ends on the roster. For my outside linebackers, I want them to be pass rushers. Middle linebackers, I like them to be, just like a tackler in the 3-4. For DBs, I want them to be man coverage specialists. And thankfully, we have Darrelle Revis, who is amazing at that. But the free safety, I want him to be a center fielder. And the strong safety, I just want him to be, helping out in the run. Or maybe balanced, because I guess he is going to be in coverage a lot. So we don't want some schmuck. Kicking philosophy, I don't think Bigfoot matters as much when it's the CPU doing it. We want somebody who's accurate, not just kicking it far, because their accuracy is a little bit more inconsistent. And punter, I guess the accuracy is not that big a deal, because if he's inaccurate, it's like we're not losing points if it goes out of bounds, you know? Team building philosophy, 100% love to build through the draft. No one has fun building straight through free agency. At least I don't. Blitz philosophy, we're going to keep it normal. Pass coverage, man coverage. Playbook control is going to be with the defensive coordinator. 3-4 scheme. Defining moment philosophy, we're going to be aggressive. Always. Start rookie QB. I prefer to. Yes. Time to look at the draft board. So Jake Long, probably going to go first overall. Dwayne Brown, Chris Long. Darren McFadden. Yeah, this is a fun class. Ooh, Chris Johnson, the speedster. 3+ signs next to his speed. Fastest man alive. The only thing we have listed is their production from college. Joe Flacco, elite arm strength. Yes, let's look at QBs, because I don't think Kellen Clemens is the QB of the future for us. Matt Ryan says he's got accuracy, football IQ, and size. Adequate arm, mechanics, and upside. Interesting. Brian Brom, I can't say I remember much about you, buddy. Andre Woodson, 35 overall. He's got size, very good arm potential. NFL comparison, Jason Campbell. Josh Johnson's got the Vince Young comparison. That's also pretty good. John David Booty. What a name. Isn't he a coach somewhere? Ooh, Peyton Hillis. The Madden 12 legend. His overall's 50. I can't imagine he's good in this game. Jordy Nelson, Eddie Royal, Donnie Avery. This class is loaded, but I'm sure we'll see more of them throughout this draft process. Right now, I'm just setting the basic draft board. We don't know much about these players besides their production grade.
Who should the scouts watch today at the Senior All-Star Practice?
I guess we'll look at Joe Flacco. The Dennis Dixon has quick release, elusiveness, above average arm. I'm looking for somebody with elite arm strength, and Chad Henne has that. Andre Woodson, very good arm. We'll take a look at it. Colt Brennan, I remember that legendary dude. Says he's a system QB, though. Probably not going to be good. So our season goals, acquire a right tackle with an overall of at least 85. That's going to be tough. Acquire a linebacker with an overall of at least 85 as well, and the same thing for a tight end. These are pretty tough goals. The running backs. Yeah, definitely want to look at Chris Johnson. We can look at Peyton Hillis for the memes. For the receivers, we could also look at tight ends. We definitely needed a tight end. I don't know if we need a wide receiver, but of course, you can always get one later, and it's said it's a 5-star wide receiver class, so we'll try to pay attention. Keith Rivers has an NFL comparison of Derrick Brooks. Yeah, we're going to take a look at you. Derrick Brooks is like one of the best linebackers probably of all time.
I'm Adam Schefter, and here's your Senior All-Star Game update. Practices went well this week, and more than a few players stood out among their peers. Virginia's defensive end dominated in one-on-one drills, showing the strength and pop we've seen all season. USC's quarterback struggled, and his stock continues to drop at this point. I'm not sure what he can do to right the ship. Kentucky's quarterback, on the other hand, looked great in practices in Saturday's game. He was named the MVP after throwing 3 touchdown passes. I think people are starting to realize what this kid can do when he has better than average talent around him.
Well, that's even more exciting. They said Andre Woodson was the MVP of the game, throwing 3 touchdowns. I was already intrigued by him by the size, potential, and very good arm. We haven't unlocked what his potential is yet, but he's going up. He was a 35 earlier, 40 overall now. Not enough to draft him yet, but he says he has 70 throw accuracy, 68 awareness, so nothing crazy exciting yet. He does have the same accuracy as Joe Flacco, and he has 27 higher awareness. So Joe Flacco looking like a stinker. Andre Woodson has way better awareness than Dennis Dixon. But Dennis Dixon has 90 elusiveness. They said John David Booty was terrible. And they said Chris Long looked amazing. NFL Head Coach is one of those games where you basically have to play with a spreadsheet open in a different tab. So much information constantly flying at you that you need to keep record of. Not sure everybody likes that, but I think it's kind of fun. Combine workout. Joe Flacco at 6'7" at the top. 40 time. Ostrander with a 4.35. Same thing with Brink and Morris. Josh Johnson with a 4.55. I'm actually kind of disappointed with that. I thought he'd be faster. Who hit 35 bench press reps? John David Booty. Who else? Ball speed results. I'm not sure how this is calculated. See, Matt Ryan was so good, he didn't even show up to the combine. Got to keep that in mind. Well, I don't know anything about Joe Flacco's potential. Obviously, he turned out to be an okay quarterback in real life. His NFL comparison in this game is Jay Cutler. He's got 97 throw power, which is spectacular. 6'7", but his awareness is freaking 41. Like, you would not be able to play him for a while. Ryan Braum, on the other hand, 91 throw power, 45 speed. That sucks. And we do not have the Senior Bowl scouting. 3 pluses on intangibles, accuracy, and experience. It says he's a system QB, and his durability is garbage. Chad Henne, what are you looking like, bud? 93 throw power? Ooh, Senior Bowl scouting said he had 63 throw accuracy, 54 awareness. You're probably still worse than Joe Flacco, but you're not exciting me. Kevin O'Connell, very good arm. That was very good arm, 89 throw power. Josh Johnson, could be fun. Like one of the only scramblers worth getting in this draft. 92 throw power, 86 acceleration, 92 speed, 84 agility. I dig that, but we don't have his accuracy yet. John David Booty, you look terrible. 84 throw power. Yeah, we're going to avoid John David Booty probably altogether. Oh my goodness, call it Brendan, 76 throw power. Yikes, dog. I remember Matt Flynn, 80 throw power. Jeez, I thought he would be better than that. Combine workouts for the running backs, okay. Chris Johnson, 4.23, no one's surprised. Darren McFadden right behind him, that's good news. This is a great running back class. Oh my goodness, Darren McFadden looks great. He's got 97 overall right now. His production was 99. His NFL comparison is freaking Adrian Peterson. And now we see his speed is 98, acceleration 99, agility 97. I'm not sure how much more I need to see. He looks spectacular. Felix Jones is actually faster, NFL comparison Reggie Bush. So they both look absolutely spectacular. We're going to talk to both of them. Definitely going to have to talk to Chris Johnson after he ran 99 speed. Jamal Charles, 98 speed. Yeah, I love Jamal Charles, man. He was another fun player. Oh my God, does he have 15 impact blocking? I'm sorry, Peyton Hillis, I can't draft you if you got 15 impact blocking. That is so bad. Ooh, Anthony Aldridge. NFL comparison Darren Sproles. Add him on there. Deshaun Jackson and a Dexter Jackson in this one. It gets confusing, but they're both actually pretty good players. Donnie Avery, Eddie Royal. Like, this is a stacked wide receiver class. So stacked, in fact, that I think you could probably draft a guy in the 4th round or later, and he would be like maybe 2nd or 1st round quality, to be honest. They have the barn door in this game, too. I love it. Like, there's no way he's good in this game either. But it's just cool to see all these old legends. Jacob Tammy, 77 catching. 57 awareness is not good. He's got good hands and pretty good speed, though. Oh my God, 48 catching. That is so bad. Dorian Bryant, 5 awareness. Good Lord. Where do they find these guys? Holy, Donnie Avery has 100 speed. And he's got 81 catching. Oh man, I forgot Calais Campbell was in here. He's got 94 speed. I guess this is based on their position specifically, because there's no way Calais Campbell's just booking it. Dre Moore has 91 pass rushing moves, 92 hit power, 98 strength, 91 acceleration. He's probably a later round draft pick, but that guy looks good. Antoine Case on Darrelle Revis NFL comparison. I like to hear that. I'll talk to him. 98 strength for Jake Long, 98 run block strength, 86 pass block strength. Oh my goodness, Bo Bell looking very good. 89 speed, 95 hit power, 82 block shed, 72 awareness. Once we figure out his potential, Philip Wheeler could be draftable. Keith Rivers looks like probably the best linebacker in the draft. It said his weakest points were zone and pass coverage, but they're at 80s, which is like almost like a corner level. It's honestly spectacular. 92 block shedding, 96 hit power. This guy's amazing. Kenny Phillips has the Darren Sharper NFL comparison. One of the hardest hitting safeties in the league. That's got me intrigued. Alexis Serna has 97 kick power. 85 accuracy. It's looking like Brian Braum might have some durability issues. His left arm has a 70, right leg 74, so if he takes a few hits on those specific areas, he could be in danger. Yeah, Brian Braum looks like he could be a twig. Here's our team need. So we absolutely need a right tackle, right outside linebacker, tight end, right in, left guard, right guard, and then down the list we need a quarterback as well. I don't think we have a quarterback for the future. Kellen Clemens looks like a band-aid, like I said earlier. But he does bring up a good point. Our offensive line's dookie. Wait, we got Clint Oldenburg. It's one of the Madden developers. That's funny. Very old picture of him. Hope you block well for us, Clint. Jordan Gross. This is a guy we kind of need. I don't know if we can afford him. We have $21 million and the bidding is at $31 million. We are kind of screwed here. Screw it. We're going to do it.
The bidding is over. We'll wait and see if a deal can get done between this difference maker and the Jets.
The Jets. Why did he say it like that? So the staff change went up by 12. You know what? I'm going to go crazy then. So we got Flazell Adams for a year. We'll give him an incentive if he starts 16 games. So I'm trying to trade for Lorenzo Neal here, a 90 overall fullback. Actually, let's do a 6th round this year and 5th round next year. How about that? We accept the offer. Sweet. So we got Lorenzo Neal now.
The New York Jets.
Hell yeah, we got Carlos Dansby. We got the 6th overall pick in this draft, and it looks like we don't have a 3rd round, but we have 2 4th round picks. We might have to trade back to try and get more. We'll see what we can do. Need somebody who is at least 85 overall.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Okay, so Miami's looking like a good one, because I wanted to look at Calais Campbell and Kenny Phillips. Oh, that rain is pretty calming when I'm doing all these goals. Oh, dang, look at that. We got Dan Quinn as our defensive line coach. Brian Schottenheimer's our offensive coordinator. I'm on the hot seat, and I just got here.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
See, Kentucky would be good because we can take another look at Andre Woodson, who intrigued me a little bit. He's got good awareness and stuff.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I'm going to need you to shut your face. So we finally got to scout more of Matt Ryan. 82 throw accuracy, 76 awareness. 90 throw power, so he clearly looks like the best quarterback in the draft. As far as initially, he's going to be the best quarterback in the draft. NFL comparison is Alex Smith. Don't know his potential yet, though. So Andre Woodson has 97 throw power. That one was a nice surprise. Very good arm. That's an elite arm. His awareness is 68 too, so as long as his potential is something, which we have no idea yet, but he's already better than Chad Henne and even Joe Flacco, at least as far as his initial starting ratings. Andre Woodson, we're going to keep you on our board, sir. Matt Forte, 52 ball carrier vision. No, spin or juke at all. They made him stinky in this game, didn't they? We went to San Diego's Pro Day to check out more of Josh Johnson. He's got 64 throw accuracy, 45 awareness, so it would take a long time for him to develop into anything. He can run, though. Easily the fastest guy in this draft. And our first look at Dennis Dixon, 88 throw power, 81 speed. He's got 69 throw accuracy, 45 awareness. Kind of meh. I really got to find out more about Andre Woodson. I got to know this guy's potential. I scouted about a dozen players for individual workouts, and that unlocked some potential for some of these players. And I gotta say, a lot of these are extremely exciting. Like for one, Darren McFadden, he's as good as advertised. His potential is 97. Ball carrier vision is 90. Trucking is 90. He's one of the most complete running backs I've ever seen. Hence, the NFL comparison of Adrian Peterson. And then you got Chris Long, who looks very, very good. 92 power moves, 91 finesse, 88 block shed, 97 hit power. He's going to go top 5 for sure. Jack Long looks a little overrated for me. I'm going to stay away from that. We found out more about the quarterbacks. We know Brian Brom is a twig, but he looks like he could be okay. 91 potential, 82 throw accuracy, so he's very accurate from the get-go. But of course, quarterbacks always have a high price tag of a 2nd round or 1st round pick. The guy I've been trying to sell this whole time, Andre Woodson, if we let this guy develop, he could be spectacular. 93 potential, 97 throw power. His durability is better than Brian Brom's. He's got perfect size for a quarterback. 68 awareness, 70 throw accuracy, so he's not the most accurate from the get-go. But he's got good learning at 78. Brian Brom's learning is 85 though. So I can't really decide. Would you rather go heavy on Brian Brom and hope he doesn't get hurt? Or stick with Andre Woodson in a later draft pick, because I think he could be sneaky. Personally, I like the potential of the 97 throw power with Andre Woodson myself. We found out Martellus Bennett's potential is 83. Got 80 catching, so he looks like he could be an okay player. We also found out Calais Campbell has 89 potential, and he's going to definitely go later than Chris Long, so we could look to get him later on in the draft. He's got pretty good learning too at 75. Budget Chris Long, who could probably end up being better with that kind of speed. 100% scouted on Keith Rivers. He's got 94 potential. Easily the best linebacker in the draft. Maybe the most valuable defensive player. He could play whatever style you want and he would excel at it. Oh my, Vernon Golson's a bit of a disappointment. He's only a pass rusher, 99 hit power though. Extremely quick. Potential's 86, so that's actually not bad potential, but I'm not going to spend a super high draft pick on him. The oldest McKelvin has 87 potential. We finally found out about his coverage, 86 man, which I kind of prefer for my team. 78 zone. Actually, not a bad player. Ooh, Kenny Phillips, 92 potential. The Darren Sharper clone. That'd be a good pick. But he looks like he's good enough to play corner if we wanted him to. Still have the season goal of getting a tight end of 85 or higher. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Need to find a sleeper in this year's draft. Draft a player with high potential in a late round. 85 or higher. Select a player with at least 85 potential in the first 2 rounds. You got it. I'll do my best. So after free agency, our team needs have switched around. Now we need a tight end first, and then a right end, right guard, left outside linebacker, quarterback, and a corner.
Next up on the calendar is the NFL Draft. All the hard work put in by every GM, coach, and scout comes to a head when teams get the opportunity to draft the best players from the college ranks. Every year, at least one player in the draft can turn around a franchise, so the pressure is intense for every team involved.
Thanks for the insight, cartoon Adam Schefter. Now here we go. This is my favorite part of anything. NFL draft time. And what's cool about these drafts is I get an opportunity to pick the pick. It's not me selecting for the computer, it's me guessing what they're going to pick. And if I get it right, I go up in approval. And if I get it wrong, I don't think I lose any approval. So it's fun for the first 10 or so picks to try and guess what other teams are going to do based on their needs.
Who do you think they'll get here?
Who do I think they're going to get first overall? I don't think they're going to go Matt Ryan. I think they're going to go with that left tackle with Jake Long. How about that? We got the first pick correct.
This kid out of Michigan has looked like an NFL lineman since his sophomore season. He's got great playing experience, both on the left and the right side, but I think he'll be just fine playing left tackle in the NFL. Scouts love his height and his massive wingspan. He also has long arms and big hands. He shows elite awareness in pass protection, and he does a great job of picking up both blitzes and stunts. He has tremendous intangibles, and he's known as a leader on and off the field. The only concern I have with him is the injuries. He did miss some time with a foot injury in 2005, but since then, he's been on track, and I think he's going to be a superstar at the next level.
Let's see if we can guess the second one for the Rams. Oops, didn't do it, but they went for Vernon Golson. I accidentally clicked advanced pick instead of pick to pick. Let's try it again with this one.
Let's see if you can guess this one.
Well, they went for Matt Ryan in real life, right? But would they go for Darren McFadden? Interesting. Let me guess Matt Ryan. They did. Going back to ATL. Poor guy is cursed. Gonna blow a lead in the Super Bowl in his future. Raiders are on the clock. I really don't want them to get Darren McFadden because I would love him. They're not gonna go Ryan Clady, right? They need a right in. Maybe they'll go Chris Long. At least that's my hope, right? Ooh, Glenn Dorsey. So if I were the Chiefs, I'd probably go Chris Long. All right, here we go. We are on the clock at pick 6. The draft suggestion is Darren McFadden. If I agree to the GM's draft suggestion, my approval goes up. But he could always make a bad decision. You never know. But we know for a fact that Darren McFadden is awesome. With this pick, I was either going to choose Darren McFadden, Keith Rivers, and if they were both off the board, I was going to trade back. But now that Darren McFadden is on the board, he's one of the draft suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and lock Darren McFadden in, get that approval boost, get one of the guys I wanted, get our Adrian Peterson 2.0 for the future. Big playability, got the vision, got the speed, got the size. 90 learning, which is the highest I've seen so far in this class. 90 trucking, 95 spin move, 97 juke, 81 awareness, 92 elusiveness. Let's lock it in, Guy Torrent.
This back is the most talented player in this year's class, and he will be the Rookie of the Year next year, barring injury. I know NFL fans are excited about Adrian Peterson's rookie year, but this kid might be even better than Peterson. He has a bigger burst in the open field, and he's impossible to slow down once he gets going. On top of all that, he can throw the ball too. Arkansas would line up in the wild hog formation this year, and he'd run or pass the ball. His ability to catch, run, return, and play some quarterback on trick plays makes him the highest rated player in this class and a great pick here.
I completely forgot about how good of a Wildcat quarterback he was. That adds so much potential for fun plays because we get to choose and draw up our own plays. So the meme potential and the trick play potential with Darren McFadden is through the roof. I am so glad we locked that in. I don't think we'll have to worry about a running back for the rest of my career. They need an outside linebacker. There is no better guy than Keith Rivers on this board right now. Like, I don't see them not going Keith Rivers. Yeah, they went. The rich get freaking richer with New England. Oh, they went McKelvin. They didn't believe in Joe Flacco. I thought they might go McKelvin, but damn, son. Joe Flacco's going to New Orleans. What? I think I'm done picking the pick. I've got 5 incorrect in a row. Ryan Clady goes to Denver. I think that's what happened in real life, too, if I remember. It's been so long. It's almost like it's been over a decade since this draft. Chris Johnson going to the Texans. Oh, my God. Pats went up there in round 1. They got Antoine Case on. My God. The Patriots are just getting better and better. They were already so good, and they're in our division. They're going to clap our cheeks every year. Ryan Braum and Andre Woodson are still available. I really want Andre Woodson, but I think he might slip to maybe the 2nd, 3rd, or hopefully even the 4th, but I don't want to risk it because I don't think we have a 3rd round pick, so I might trade up in the 3rd to get him. Oh, there goes Kenny Phillips. That was another guy I really wanted. Excellent player out of Miami. Brandon Flowers, another good player. And I like the fan poll here. Was Brandon Flowers a good pick? Yes. Wasn't he a Pro Bowler in real life? But Fred Davis went to Seattle. We're 2 picks away here. Falcons on the clock. They got Matt Ryan with their first pick. It's split on was Matt Ryan a good pick? They got Dwayne Brown, so they got a left tackle for good old Matt Ryan. They want me to draft Brian Braum. I don't know, dude. I mean, he looks like he could develop to be like above average quarterback. 91, like that's nothing to sneeze at. And he would be able to play right away with that kind of accuracy and stuff. I'm going to say no to this. I just get bad feelings about Brian Braum. And like, look at that. He's going to fall apart. He's going to be injured a lot.
They want our draft spot.
Whew. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to see what we can do to trade down. We could go back like 19 picks and then pick up a 6th and a 7th pick. It doesn't really look like a great offer. You know, those picks are kind of stinky. I was not impressed with that. So we got 6 minutes to make this pick. See, the corner I wanted is gone. Both outside linebackers that I wanted are gone. I'm thinking Calais Campbell has 89 potential. We can see that. And I think that's more valuable because he looks like he's actually going to be able to play and not get hurt. I'm going to do that because we need a right in pretty badly. There's still quarterbacks on the board we can target later. So I'm liking this. We're going to go Calais Campbell with this pick. Boom! Approval went up. Oh, fans had an approval change. Nice. Going away from my stupid GM. Avery looked like a good player. He was the guy with 100 speed. Even though they have Drew Brees, they got Joe Flacco, and now they have Avery, who can fly. Oh, there goes Felix Jones. Oh my God. Seriously. Dude, I am triggered that the Patriots are having such an amazing draft class. Holy crap. Not only do they get one of the best linebackers I've ever seen, then they get Antoine Cason, who's a solid corner, and then they get Felix Jones, which is a speedy running back. I'm very salty, man. I'm salty, old man. There goes Brian Braum. So it appears the Packers don't realize they have Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live. And then they go and draft Brian Braum, doing typical Packers things. Oh, there goes Chad Henne. I need to, come on, nobody get Andre Woodson or I will poop my pants. I swear to God, Patriots, I will delete my entire save file. Whew. Well, they got Ray Rice. NFL Draft Day 2. Oh, thank goodness. So Andre Woodson is still on the board. So is Josh Johnson. If Andre Woodson goes, Josh Johnson is my next best bet. But I want Andre Woodson, man. Oh, Chad Pennington in the 7th round pick. I'm going to try it. This offer is okay. 3 picks is a lot. I'm really trying to get away from the 2nd round pick, but it might be SOL here, boys. Offer is decent. Oh, they took a 7th round, a 2nd round, and a 6th round pick. So 7th this year, 2nd next year, and a 6th round. They want me to get Jamarco Finley, but I think I'm just getting nervous here, okay? I thought the Chiefs were about to draft a quarterback right there. No, I'm going to go against you. I'm going to get Andre Woodson, man. We got to get our boy. It's time. I'm getting too nervous. I can't wait any longer. I got to make sure I get him, okay? 3rd round to get this beast. 3rd round, pick 66, quarterback of the future, Andre Woodson.
This Wildcat quarterback is my favorite prospect still on the board. He's a big kid with a dynamite arm and great decision-making skills. Kentucky did suffer through some tough losses during his senior year, but they wouldn't have been ranked without him. He rarely misses a game as he's shown great durability throughout his career. I spoke to one NFL scout that told me he reminds him a lot of Donovan McNabb. This team just drafted their quarterback of the future.
We found a sleeper in the draft, Andre Woodson. I was nervous he was going to get picked there for a second. Hopefully Andre Woodson is worth it. Oh, there goes Deshaun Jackson to Philly. Earl Bennett to Chicago, so it's a lot of realistic picks here. How about that? Dennis Dixon goes to Detroit. So somebody was trying to get a quarterback. There goes Jamal Charles. Now there goes Dre Moore. I was hoping I could get him, but had to get Andre Woodson first. I mean, so far I'm liking our draft. Darren McFadden, Calais Campbell, Andre Woodson, all have had great potential. Darren McFadden, 97 potential, Calais Campbell, 89, and Andre Woodson has 93 potential. In the 3rd round, I feel like it's a discount despite us having to pay the tax of like moving up in the draft. Hopefully it turns out to be worth it. So they want us to draft Jacob Tamme. He looks like a solid player, 77 catching. He has good speed and stuff. Looks pretty durable. Do I just agree with him or do I search around with what's left? Yeah, we'll draft him. We'll take Jacob Tamme. Only get 1 approval rating for that. I don't know much about his potential or anything, but he seems like a solid enough tight end, especially for the 4th round. They want us to draft Tavon Branch. I don't know about that. He's got 97 speed, which is awesome, but we don't know anything about his coverage. That would be irresponsible to just blindly pick that. So we can get back one of our picks. I hate to do it with the Patriots, but as I'm running, I got 15 seconds. I'm going to accept it. So we got a couple of picks back. Sweet. Oh, man. Mario Manningham looked like a really good player. He goes to the Browns. Nice pick. Bo Bell. Man, that's another player I wanted. I thought he would have lasted to the 5th round. And there goes Josh Johnson to the Titans. So they got 2 speedy quarterbacks. You know what? Athia Rubin looks like a pretty good pick. He seems safer. I mean, the 6 finesse moves is absolutely terrible, but you don't get a complete player here at the tail end of the 4th round. Draft through 4 rounds. We got Darren McFadden, Calais Campbell, Andre Woodson, Jacob Tamme, and Athia Rubin.
I suggest we get this kid.
Shut up, dude. You always make some dumb suggestions. They're getting mad at me.
They won our draft spot.
DeJuan Tribble out of Boston College. Got 81 man coverage, 80 zone, 71 press. Got 41 learning. I mean, this is the 5th round, so I gotta make a decision quick. Yeah, let's do it. DeJuan Tribble. Now it's time to bid on players who slipped through the cracks in yesterday's draft. So we bid on players. We can bid on up to 5 for these undrafted rookies. See which we got Pierre Garçon, Dorian Bryant. He's got that 5 awareness, but we're talking about undrafted rookies right now. This guy has an NFL comparison of Antonio Gates. You know what? For an undrafted guy, you're gonna get attention for sure. A bid on Andrew Crummy, this right guard. Oh, they bid on him too. At the last second, we got it. Oh, that was too close for comfort. We're just hoping we win these bids. There was a lot of people bidding for Crummy, so I'm hoping that one turns out to be a good player. Nobody outbid me at the last second, or I will fight. Vabora signs with the Jets. Boom. Got all the guys I set out to get. Man, it's been an arduous 4 hours, but it's been a ton of fun for me building this new team. So I ran into a speed bump. I had some major issues with the salary cap, so I had to cut a bunch of players. Chad Pennington being at the top of that list. But ironically, he only saved us maybe $900,000 when the dude's contract was freaking massive. Signing bonus $500,000, 3 years for $2 million. What a freaking steal for our future QB, you know? Got to increase Jordan Gross's play knowledge of 44%. That seems like a lot. Increase Nick Mangold's play knowledge of 40%. Lorenzo Neal's to 39%. Add 10 new plays before the preseason is over. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. What you should tell your loved ones is to give you the gift that keeps on giving. The Manscaped Performance Package. Manscaped's got the world's first all-in-one grooming kit, featuring the world-famous ball trimmer, the Lawnmower 3.0. It's cordless, waterproof, and it has an advanced skin-safe design that allows your bells to jingle like they've never jangled before. As a stocking stuffer, I'd recommend my personal favorite, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. Seriously, if you never tried this, it'll make you question why you've never used ball deodorant before. Look, I know it may sound a little goofy talking about your pan puppies here, but in all seriousness, the Manscaped Performance Package is a phenomenal gift for yourself or a loved one. If you want to take advantage of this special offer right now, go use my custom link in the description below at manscaped.com/expert, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping off your order, and the 2 free gifts courtesy of Manscaped. Once again, use the link in the description below to get 20% off your purchase of the Performance Package at manscaped.com/expert. Thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Well, that's pretty much all I got for this first episode. Next episode, we're going to start creating plays and start our season. I know that was a long video, but hopefully you enjoyed it. This game is kind of like a menu simulator for the first maybe 5 hours of gameplay for me. But once you get into it and you get your team set up and you get to see them play out and develop, it can be really fun, trust me. We'll get to see everybody in action in next episode, but I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. You're all legends in my book, and as for me, I am Drew Morris, Big Old Drewski, not the expert. And I'll see all you guys in my next video. Peace.